what are the ancient mysteries? What is a mystery school? What is this lineage? And why am I here to talk about it? And what does this have to do with where I'm going and what I'm building and what I'm creating? So I figured I would, I wanted to really just start to share some of these things with you and really share what's happening in my world as I am building the Soul Alchemy Collective and the Sacred Soul Alchemy Mystery School. And I think that that's really, where we're going with the work that I'm doing and what's happening when I get back from Bali and later this year, and some of the really exciting things that have been going on. And so for those of you that are new or just coming on for the first time or don't know me or who I am, my name is Melissa Binkley, and I am a creator and a union of the divine masculine and feminine. I am a healer and a international speaker and author, and I have been through several initiations in my life and black and dark nights of the soul. And yet today I'm here to share with you about what's next. I'm not going to take a lot of time going into who I am today. I want to get into the meat of some things, and you guys can always find out more about me later if you want. And we can do that. So let's dive in. We're going to be doing a initiation today. The mysteries will be a healing and a meditation, some really wonderful things for all of us as we get into this. And let me just put everybody over here on mute real quick. Hold on. So I find out what's going on. Mute everybody. Okay. So if you'd like to share in the comments, I'd love to hear, where are you joining me from? What parts of the world what part of the world are you in? Because it's always wonderful to see where, oh, hi, Nicola. Nicola and I were just in Chile together. So we have France and Missouri and the Netherlands and several from Ohio and Michigan, Nepal in the house today, one of my favorite places, Chicago, New York, fabulous. We've got all sorts of places, Canada, Hungary, California, Tulum. Yay, fabulous, wonderful. Well, welcome everyone it's so beautiful to see all of your faces. For those of you that I can see, I recognize some of you are brand new to me. And I'm really excited to share with you today. So in the context of a mystery school, I'm just curious, how many, I'd love, like, by a show of hands, you can raise your hands with the little symbols over there. How many of you know what a mystery school is, have been, understand the idea behind mystery schools? I just want to kind of get an idea of where we're at, so that I have an idea of where I need to share. So let's see. Okay, so we've got a few people here. Great. So, and a lot of people are like, I have no idea. Awesome. So I'm really excited to share about the mystery schools and how this has to do with what I'm creating and alchemy and what's happening in this world. So a mystery school, someone that is in a mystery school or an initiate of a mystery school, is someone that has been admitted into the teachings and practices of ancient spiritual traditions. So Egyptian mystery schools were dedicated to the deities of like Isis, Osiris, and Thoth, and were renowned for their profound spiritual teachings that encompassed all aspects of the divine and the universe and the self. But these initiations into these mystery schools involved a series of like rites and ceremonies and tests designed to prepare the initiates, both spiritually and mentally. And these processes were meant to purify the individual, awaken their spiritual awareness, and align them with higher universal truths and principles. The initiate would learn sacred wisdom that was not available to the uninitiated public, including teachings on cosmology, spirituality, alchemy, magic, the afterlife. And so it was this, in the ancient mystery schools, it was this like secret sect, this place where people went to be initiated into these greater teachings. Well, now we're walking into a world, right, where a lot of these things are starting to become a more open to the world, where we have, you know, lots of courses and different places where we can open into that. So becoming an initiate was a real significant commitment. It involved a lifelong dedication to personal transformation, spiritual growth, and often service to the community or the temple. People that you may have heard of that were initiates of these ancient mystery schools were people like Yeshua, known as Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Anna, who was the grandmother of Yeshua, well, all of these this lineage, they were part of these ancient mystery schools where they went and they were initiated into the mysteries of life. Whether they went to India to learn this, there was a mystery schools in India, there were mystery schools in Egypt. They were all over in different parts of the world, and they went there to they were in Greece, and then there were centers for spiritual and esoteric learning. And the teachings of these schools were kept secret. And were usually, you know, kind of like hidden. But the idea was is that we wanted to use this knowledge to then transform ourselves and be able to help with that inner transformation to then go and do, you know, greater work. So spiritual development and inner transformation was the central theme. And, you know, that was obviously the emphasis on personal growth and self-awareness and enlightenment. Initiates were often taught things like meditation and prayer and other practices to help them connect with the divine and understand deeper aspects of their being. That also included things like esoteric knowledge and cosmology. So the schools often taught the nature of the universe, right? Spiritual realms and interconnectedness between the physical and the spiritual world. And this included teachings on astrology, alchemy, and the nature of the soul. It also included significant mystical practices and rituals, where these included initiation ceremonies, sacred geometry, symbolic practices. And then there was a lot of philosophy that went with that, right? So the moral and philosophical understanding of how to live in alignment with these spiritual values. And so translating that into the modern mystery school, which there's several mystery schools out there. I follow a lot of them and some of the things that they've done. And I've, you know, taken courses with in these things. It's about emphasizing this self-discovery, the healing, the realization of one's potential, including these things like meditation, energy healing, conscious exploration. Integration of modern schools are integrating quantum physics, neuroscience, and the science and spirituality together, right? Reflecting what we now know to be true into these ancient mysteries. And then it's also about community and global healing. A lot of the contemporary mystery schools are also focusing on humanitarian work, collective consciousness, aiming to bring about positive changes in the world, and how we can use these diverse spiritual traditions, right? And go out and change the world. Because how many of you believe right now that we are in the midst of one of the greatest challenging, but also greatest times in our existence? And how many of you believe that you are here to make a difference? Yes, yes. How many of you think that you say, I'm here and I am here because I know that I am meant to be doing some greater work in the world, and it has something to do with personal development or spirituality or changes? If that is you, put a 1 in the comments. I want to really see how many people are like, I know that I'm meant to be here and I'm supposed to be helping others in some sort of way. One, yeah. Right. You are amongst the greatest, that where we're at right now. We are here for this transformation. We are here to be called into this work and into this healing. And so when we talk about this, and what I I see somebody put in like a bunch of ones. Yes. The key is when we want to work in the world and sharing in the world, the key for ourselves is the alchemy within ourselves. And so when we think of things, when we talk about yoga or soul alchemy, or the alchemy of things. We are talking about the inner union within ourselves, right? The sacred marriage within our own, activating our own spiritual life force, awakening our hearts, allowing our own fiery kundalini life force energies to brought up into our higher spiritual centers, to awaken our inner insight. This allows us to experience powerful states of oneness. And in this communion within ourselves, we dissolve our egos, and we gain a glimpse of our true natures and experience this universal consciousness. And as many of you know, if you've followed my work, I'm all about how do we reach a cosmic consciousness, a unity consciousness? How do we bring these spiritual energies together in order to commune with the divine, and then take this sacred formula, right, and go out and change the world? Because for me, it is go out and share it with the world, whether it's in a state of being or in experiencing. But it's more than just, I am here now to do this inner work, but it is, how does this inner work then translate into the shifting of our lives, and into the shifting of the way of these things? And so through the mysteries of Isis and Hathor and the Essenes, Mary Magdalene and Ushaya and Mother Mary, we start to understand that there's a lineage that comes down all the way from the stars and the planets into this realm of where we live right now, and what we're creating in this world. And so we want to start to harness that energy within ourselves. The path of the initiate is one that follows not only the cycles of this inner knowing and creating a union between the masculine and the feminine within, but once you have that masculine and feminine united within, it then turns into, how would that show up in the world? Calling in sacred partnership, having a purpose in the world where you're going out and doing these things, living within the seasons. And so one of the things that we're creating with the Mystery School, and we're going to be starting in April, is I'm going to be diving deep into working with the nature and the seasons and every moon, understanding the keys with the new moon and the old moon. That's the cosmology and the astrology, right? The new moon and the old moon. I really just did say that, didn't I? The new moon and the full moon. And understanding the equinoxes and how we work with them, and how we use the energy of the world and the earth to alchemize within ourselves. So first, I'm going to talk a little bit today about alchemy and the importance of alchemy in our systems. And let me go back over here. And the understanding of how that combines with the quantum physics in the world, right? So as all you know, I'm a big advocate of the quantum miracles. Quantum physics and reality is really my key. And when we start to work with our light bodies, we are light. And that's where, when we talk about this thing, like, it's not just some theoretical thing saying, oh, we are light, and we say, I am light, but literally it has been proven. And those of you that know that I study genetics and DNA, and that the multidimensional aspect of our DNA, that 90% of our DNA that's supposedly junk DNA, is part of the receptors of where light is, and our multidimensional selves is being the receptor that we then become. Literally, it is light photons that connect into your DNA that then translate into your body. And so we have light coming straight in from source, from these places into it. And so between sacred geometry that we have both in our body and within our own DNA, and light, we are made up of these structures that are the alignment of who we are. And so when we can learn how to harness the energy of our light bodies, now I've been teaching a lot of heart connection, harmonizing the heart and brain together. And so those of you that have come through my courses over the last few years and have and been a part of this, you understand now that we need to get to those higher levels of consciousness. We need to do that. But those quantum miracles courses and the things that I've been teaching have been a very 3 into 5D level, like really understanding how we get into the body. And now we're ready to get to the place where we're raising the bar, because all of humanity is raising the bar right now. We want to learn, how do we work with the Merkaba, our energy fields, our toroidal system? How do we literally turn our central channel, that channel of light, so that we become the energy of the field and work with this light body so that we can heal and pull in the energies of the galactics and the stars and all of the places that we come from? Because right now, ancient technologies, which are new technologies, things that have been lost for thousands and thousands of years and millennia, that are being downloaded back into our systems. So how do we open up our DNA? How do we open up our body to the light codes that are coming in from the sun, the Sirius sun, from the lineages that we don't? How do we open up to that so that we can actually heal and live our purpose? How many of you would want to and would be able to open up to new information and learn how to download and have telepathy and be able to remote view and be able to see, to really step in so that you could use this to heal your life in a different way, or your body, or a physical issue, create abundance, and then step into a deeper understanding of that truth and share it with the world, right? So many of you said 1-1-1-1. Well, the key to that is getting that yourself into this alignment and really shifting that. So the body, I love this. Yes. So, according to the alchemists of ancient Egypt, we possess these 2 bodies, and this is where the mystery schools came in. And Newtonian and quantum physics says the same thing. We have 2, right? We have the physical and we have the energetic and the light body. And so we want to be able to harness both of those. The key with what we're teaching in the mystery school and what's coming down is how do I take the yin yang energy, if any of you guys saw my my post on Instagram, or what I shared about quantum entanglement, right? They took 2 protons, they quantum entangled them, and then they saw that, what did it create? The yin yang symbol. It was literally the yin yang, as above, so below. We're understanding that these 2 things, all things are coming back to this sacred union, the sacred marriage. So the sacred union, the sacred marriage is masculine and feminine, physical and spiritual, above, below, right? All of these, light, physical, how quantum physics, Newtonian physics. How do we combine all of this together to literally shift into a new experience? So this goes beyond the law of attraction and raising your vibration, right? We're literally talking about the law of light and understanding how light works in your system. So we're at a place in the jump of humanity where we are ready for the next information. We are ready for the quantum codes. We are ready for sacred geometry and for how these things shift in your body and what we want to do. We are ready for light. How many of you are ready for more light in your life, right? And this is something that comes through into our systems, is like not just one piece here and there, but really understanding that and how this works in our energy systems. So one of the things that we're doing in this first round of our mystery school, I'm going to be teaching this for, I'm going to be doing a course on divine DNA and light codes and understanding how to open up the DNA and deep into that for the humanities team. I'm going to be doing a 6-part course for them because we want to become the rainbow frequency, right? We want to become the frequency of the shift that is happening in the world today. And we do that through our energy systems and the 12 chakra system. So how many of you have always heard the, when you go to like a yoga or you go to somewhere and they do ohms, right? We go om, we have that. And then we hear that we're supposed to say the I am frequency, right? Like I am light, I am God. Well, the thing is like the om is attached to one specific chakra. I am is attached to a specific chakra, but there are so many other pieces to this frequency of wholeness that we want to create. So think of it like, let's do it in the aspect of this and talking about chakras and frequencies and how pulling these lights in together start to align us. So if I say I am, let's do it around abundance, right? So the I am is a root chakra piece. So if you were to use it in your root chakra, you would say, I am wealthy, right? I am wealthy. But if we move that up into our next chakra, the next chakra is the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is I feel. So if we're always saying I am wealthy, but we are not feeling it, right? I feel abundance everywhere. I feel wealth, right? Then you're like, then you're missing out on the next piece. Then we move up into the next chakra, into the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the I do, right? So if we're talking about wealth, then it's the action of doing something to attract the wealth. So and I'm going to use I attract wealth easily. It's a attraction. I do things that attract wealth easily. So then we go up into the heart. The heart is I love opulence and wealth. I love abundance. Here, throat chakra is speak. I speak wealth into existence. I speak wealth into existence. Here, the third eye is the I see wealth and abundance all around me. And then here, the crown is I understand wealth is easy to attract. Do we see how if we're only ever using one way, that we're missing all of the alignment that goes with that? So each of our chakras has a geometric symbol. It has a frequency. It has a word intonation. It has a mantra that goes with it. It has a movement that goes with it. And it connects into your DNA in a certain way to create your rainbow field around your system. So these are all things that when we dive into the initiations, you start to understand how can we work with these energy centers together to create this layering on of the experience of pulling these things together. Does that make sense? Or is everybody understanding how we've been living in a very 3D world where we've been taught the way of manifestation, the way of creation is I do this thing, but we've been left out the pieces to it. We've been left out the full body experience in that. So what I'm going to do now is instead of me talking more, I'm going to talk more at the end. What I'd like to do is give you a direct experience. How many of you would like to be initiated today? And the Om is here. Om is the third eye. Aum is the crown chakra, right? And so we can go through it and learn all the different ones. Ram is the sacral chakra. Yum is the heart chakra. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a beautiful initiation today. So I'm going to initiate you into the mysteries of Isis and Hathor and the Magdalenes, and into that, I'm just going to allow you to start to feel this energy. We're going to get a message from Isis. So let me tell you a little. Actually, before I do that, let me explain to you what happened with me and what I'm doing, why I'm doing this. Because I did not share this story. I want to share this really quick. This is going to make a lot of sense, and then I'm going to initiate you into some initiations, and then tell you about what we're going to be doing later. Okay. So in 2021, I went to Egypt. It was during COVID, right? So not a lot of people were traveling at the time. And I spent a month in Egypt in April of 2021, and it was life-changing for me. I was initiated in several different places in Egypt. And before this, I knew I had a connection to Egypt. And I knew I had some deeper connections to what was going on, but I didn't really understand it. And so I went first into the pyramids at Giza. Now, in 2021, the 14 million people a year go to the Giza plateau. And this year, because it was COVID, there was very few people going. And I was with a group of, I think there were 12 of us, 12 other people that I spent a month in Egypt, but this part of the trip, there was 10 days. I was with a group of other people. The rest of the time I was there by myself. And so we went to the Giza pyramid, and we walked, and and I don't know if anybody's ever been to the Great Pyramids, but the Great Pyramid, you go through this tiny little passage like this, and you've got to crawl up to get into the center, into the main center of the pyramid. And I saw the sarcophagus and I was deeply drawn to the sarcophagus. And I was like, I have to lay in this sarcophagus, which obviously, you know, from what I understand now, you know, over time in the millennia, there's not a lot of people that have gotten to lay in the sarcophagus in the Great Pyramid. But I had felt like I had been there before. Like I felt this like deep initiation, you know, into this space. And so I got permission from the gentleman that was the guard that was inside there, because it was only our small group, to and it was like, can I get in that? Can I lay in there? And he's like, yes, you can. And so I did, and I got video of it, and I laid in there. And when I laid down, they say it's an ascension chamber, and that once you lay in the sarcophagus, you will never be the same, that you get downloaded with information. And I didn't know that at the time. Like I had no idea. This was all stuff that I learned afterwards, because I just was like, I have to lay in this sarcophagus. So I laid in it, and I felt this absolute just jolt of energy through my whole body. And I felt like grounded, and I felt like I was pulled into the earth like this. And I was like, whoof. And I started to breathe, and I was like, and I was like, oh my God, what just happened? And it was amazing. And it was incredible. And I felt this like shift in my system. And okay. And then I got up and I got out. And then from there, about 3 or 4 days later, we went down to Luxor, to the temples in Luxor, and we had private access to parts of the temple that they didn't let the public into. They were gated off and bolted because they still had the color on them, where the hieroglyphs and the paintings and everything were in there, and they were still full of color. And so they didn't want the general public to get in there, because they didn't want, they wanted it to stay in this pristine area, but we had special access. But I had special access over special access. And it's the strangest thing. So I go in with my group of people that are in this, that are part of this thing together. And I walk in, and these two gentlemen in robes come and they grab me and they say, come with me. And, you know, I was like, I'm okay, I'm coming. I don't know. And they took me into another room that was locked, and they took me in, and they locked it from the inside. And they started speaking in a language that I did not understand with my English ears from this lifetime, but I have felt it in my body. And they started doing rituals on me and praying over me as I'm standing in this room. And the women that I was with, they tried to come get in the room. They were like knocking on the door, and they said no. They're like, put their hands up. They said, this is only for her. And again, I had these like this incredible initiation and this experience that happened. And then from there, I was taken in and got to have a private session with Sekhmet, which is the statue that's been over 2,000 years old. I was taken into a room. I got to commune with Sekhmet. I put my hand on her. And at that time, she took this staff, and I felt it come into my system. And the staff, the base of it went right into the base of my spine, right at my root chakra. And the top of the staff, the spear, right went into my pineal gland. Now, if you look at the top, I didn't really understand it at the time, but you look at the top of the staffs, they're very much similar to the shape of a pineal gland. And when I saw it, I had this blue sapphire light just like this in my head. And I was like, oh, wow. And I was like, this is amazing, but I didn't know what it was. But all of a sudden, within days, I had healing abilities that I was able to do, that I was using with my clients, that I had never had before. Things were happening, and it was very, very interesting. And then and in that moment, I was transported back to my 40th birthday in Bali and Tanalat. And that was the day that I had felt the world shift. I was in Tanalat on my 40th birthday, and the whole world shifted around me, and I felt this visceral shift, and I was handed a staff. But I didn't know prior 2017 was my 40th birthday. So this was 5 years later, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 years later, 4 years later. But I was handed this staff, and I was like, what do I do with this staff? And I was like, I don't know what to do with this staff. And it wasn't until I was in Egypt and I saw it set in my body, and the opening happened, and that I knew that I had opened to these gifts. So this was 4 years or 3 years ago now that I started into the initiation of these things. And I've been downloading and getting, I've been channeling now Hathor, and I've been channeling other energy. Ushaya is one of my guides. Mother Mary is one of my guides. They've been around me for a really long time, but I didn't feel like I knew enough or enough to share, and up until now, until literally after I took a year off and walked away from my old business. And the universe, I was literally getting hit over the head with it. And I'm like, who am I to open a mystery school or to share about the mysteries? And they're like, it's time, it's time. And I'm like, yeah, but what am I going to teach? I don't know what I'm doing. But they're like, you do know. And so that was when I've been called to like share this work with you. So we're going to do an initiation today. I'm going to step you into the initiation of the scepter. And allow you to have an initiation in your own body for those of you that are willing to accept this initiation. And then I hope that some of you will decide to stay on and learn more about what we're going to be doing and how we can start to harness this energy together to really move the energies of the quantum world, divine light and DNA, our chakras, and all of the mysteries of ancient Egypt into our systems to really start to walk in the world of the divine and bring this into purpose too, because that's the other key is like, it's not enough now for you to learn this stuff, but to go and share it however you're sharing is, whether that's writing a book or sharing on a podcast or just with your family and friends or teaching your kids something or whatever, however that is, to shift within yourself and then go share this with others. Okay, so here we go. So let's get comfortable. We're all going to get very beautifully comfortable here. And just take a few moments. I'm going to put on the background and I want to make sure everybody can hear this. If you want to lie down, you can lie down. No matter what you do, though, make sure that from the base of your spine to the top of your head, that your spine is straight for this, because we're going to be initiating the scepter of wisdom into your system so that you can start to open up to whatever mysteries are right for you. Every one of you has a lineage. You all have a lineage. Obviously, that's why you've been called here right now. You have a lineage of some sort from the stars, families that have called you here to open up to the mysteries, to open up to what's happening so that you can download the light codes into the system. And I'm here, not necessarily, I'm here to teach you new healing abilities and new ways to do things, but also just to open you up so that you bring in your own codes and your own healing abilities to share with the world. Because that's the key is we each have uniqueness and pieces that we need to have to share with ourselves. Okay. All right. Just a sound check. Can everyone hear me okay? You can hear me over the music and you can hear the music. Let's see. Can you hear the music? Yes. Okay. Oh, yes, you, but not the music. Oh, okay. Now me and the music. Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. Music is too loud. Okay, that's what I'm. Okay. So just taking a few moments to breathe into your body. I'm going to walking you into a beautiful temple today so that you can get your initiation. So let's just slowly start to settle into your body, into your system. Your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not herald from earth. It holds much special wisdom. From the star people from civilizations far and near. Allowing yourself to sit into your body. You are a unique vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition. And you're being guided today into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing. Start breathing in through your heart, allowing your breath to float in through your heart, opening that chakra, feeling it not only in the front, but in the back of your heart. And from here, allowing a silver cord to drop from your heart all the way down through your root chakra and down into your earth star chakra, right into Mother Gaia, into the crystalline earth. On your next breath in, breathing up the energy of Mother Gaia, breathing up those oranges and golds and yellows, the earth and energy and the browns and the greens, pulling up those nutrients into your body, allowing for her energy from Pachamama to just pull up into your system and right into your heart. You are the earth. You are the physical. You are the carbon, the dirt. You are nature. Feel it in your body. Grounding in, allowing the golden roots of your system to pour down into Mother Earth as you ground down into this body and into this system. The gift of your earthly design here is this body connected to this earth. And now on your next breath out, I want you to breathe up from your heart, through your third eye and your crown, taking a silver cord all the way up, 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 and into the cosmos, the God field. Creating that connection of your central channel, and then opening it and allowing the cosmos, the God field, source, divine, pure love to pour into your system in platinums and rainbow colored energy that starts to pour down into your body and connecting right there in the center of your heart with this physical energy. You are cosmic. You are galactic. You are stardust. You are star people. You are all of the energies of the infinite, possible, omnipresent experience. You are that in physical form, allowing that energy to pour into your system and into your body. That divineness that is the I am presence, pouring it in, connecting into the center of your heart, creating a beautiful yin yang symbol, combining the energies as above, so below, straight into your system and into your body. And allowing this energy to start to flow up and down your system. And now, from this space, you start to travel within into a peaceful, open, vast space. The space behind your eyes. You sense a vibrant, dark, indigo blue, rich like velvet, dotted with golden lights, like glorious stars. The skies and its stars feel ancient, endless, and seem to exist beyond time and space. You feel at home, longing and heart-filled A deep remembering that you cannot quite explain. A sense of love from the great beings that animate the stars. The rich blue and gold energies of the sky and stars begin to swirl into patterns, weaving and twisting and turning into joyful dance. And you feel yourself drawn by your heart towards it, and it weaves around you, forming a temple of pure energy. The rich blue and gold energies become a temple opening all around you. And underneath you, a healing seat has appeared. And the floor, walls, and ceilings and all the furnishings within are gleaming vibrant blue, lapis lazuli with flakes of gold pyrite. The light of the stars glow brightly, filling every air particle with brightness and peace. Within this place, you feel an incredible sense of calm, mental clarity, and peace. Accepting and receiving this transmission right now, this transmission and healing and unconditional love. Allowing, knowing for the initiation into the mysteries, for the initiation into your star existence, into the lineage of your greatest gifts to your highest destiny in this lifetime. To be open to new light codes and new information, to be guided. Now just imagining that you rest back in your healing seat and gaze to the sky above that opens as if it were a cosmic observatory. And you start to notice certain golden orbs of planets and stars that feel familiar to you deep in your being. Allowing yourself to receive love and light from these planets, these places that you've been to before, that your soul vibration recognizes. You may feel joy, sadness, homesickness, or peace and delight. Maybe delightful recognition as you feel connection with these energies more consciously. Do not seek to understand, just allow. I now choose to receive the memories and the gifts, the talents and the awareness, and the recollection of my stellar wisdom. Be aware of the light codes, transmissions of sound, whether they're physical or beyond your physical limitations. Just notice the blessings of love that are being transmitted to you now through the crown of your head, and directly behind your eyes into the vast space in which the temple sits. Just know that whether you're consciously aware of the material or not is being offered to you now in unconditional love. And now one of your guides is going to be the guide on your initiation into the mysteries, stands before you with a scepter, a staff, beautiful, intricate, ornate scepter that is yours. And your guide holds it there in front of you, one hand on the bottom of it, one hand in the middle, offering it straight to you as a gift. Just notice the color of the scepter. What color is the jewel in the top that is being initiated into your system today? And your guide hands you the scepter, sits it right into your body, putting the base right into the root of your system, setting it right down into your base. And the top, that beautiful shining scepter in that beautiful color that is yours, set right into your third eye and the pineal gland, and it starts to glow in a 360 all around you as you feel the energy of this scepter set in your body. Feel it, see it, notice it. Say thank you to your guide as you allow them to leave you any message or information or colors or light codes or fire numbers, whatever they need you to know right now. And then when that transmission has completed, allow the energy to travel right down into the earth below you, keeping that grounded connection as the energy connects to earth. Safely wrapped in the light that you receive, you feel yourself being drawn back towards your body. You're anchored back to the earth in this love and light, this awareness, deep into your belly and through the soles of your feet. You feel that love you have for earth, the desire that you have to shine your light to help her and to be helped by her, by Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, the deep love that exists between you. You are so loved, you belong here and are needed. This is the initiation into the gifts of the mysteries and into the initiate path. And now it's time to take in and take the next steps into the rituals of your life. Starting to come back to this space and this time, to this room. Welcome, welcome, coming back, feeling your body. This is just the beginning. These energies will start to move into your system and into your body. This simple initiation. So this was just a real, oh, look, it's 1222, 222. Fabulous. Um, so this was just a short initiation into the inner temple inside yourself and putting that scepter of initiation into your body and into your mind. And so my invitation, once you have an initiation, there's always an invitation. Oh, my um, my invitation to each and every one of you is um, to start downloading the light codes, to starting to understand where you're going. And how many of you feel like you're ready for the next step? You're like, I know that that this initiation is like there's something ready. I'm ready here for something next, but maybe I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But you're like, I know I'm ready for something more. Ready to be stepped into. Yes, you're welcome. Awesome.
Well, chicken or steak?
Oh, I don't know. I
Do you have a
mute.
preference?
I don't eat steak, but
Oh,
Oh, okay, absolutely ready, ready. Yes, yes, beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to share with you just real quickly what we are doing and what's happening and starting at the beginning of April. I am doing a 3 month initiation into the mysteries. It's 12 weeks, and each week it goes through one of the chakras. So it's 12 chakras, 12 weeks, working into your divine light and your DNA, studying into the mysteries of Isis and Hathor, and into that experience. I'm not, this is not a sell for this program here or anything. What I am doing is I'm looking for 10 people. I have 6 people already in the program. I'm looking for 10 more that want to come and join us into this initiation. And I want to speak to you personally about it because I want you to be committed because it's going to be a beautiful, deep commitment into walking into these mysteries with us. And you're going to get a 50% discount off of the program from what I'm going to offer it when we do it. And you're going to be part of the original pilot program for this to go into what I'm going to share when I open it up to a 9 month program next year. And by doing that and being a part of this year, you're going to get a special access to the program when we do it as a full on huge thing. So if you are interested in speaking to me this week, I'm only doing it this week. In that, shoot me a private DM right here with your email address, and I will email you today to speak to me this week before I leave for Bali. I'm taking 10 people, and I want to chat with you. And if you're someone that you've been in my programs and I know who you are, then we may not even have to have an actual conversation. Like if I know who you are, then I can just be like, yes, you're somebody that I want in this. I know this. But if you're somebody brand new to me, I want to just know you. I want to have your energy. I want to know what you're about. Yes, of course, Barbara's like, I can't wait. She's excited to begin the program. Barbara is my beautiful, amazing. Wonderful person who's been in all of my programs for like the last however many years, and she's one of the most incredible healers that I know. I still feel so grateful that she comes to me because I go to her. And I would, I'm so grateful for her energy, and she is my assistant and my healer that's coming with me to Bali to share her magic with all of our people in Bali coming up and doing this. So um, I am so excited to have every single one of you that are joining this, that are going to be coming to be a part of this with us. And it really, if you're interested and you want to know more about it, please, let's get on and have a conversation. I really, really am excited for what is being created. And if you want to know more, I'm doing a sound healing this week on Thursday. We're going to be doing a sound healing with more initiation work on Thursday. Part of what we're doing with this is I'm not the only teacher for this course. I have actually brought in other experts in these fields that are going to be coming in and sharing and teaching also. So this is something that is going to be really powerful with some of the other people that are going to be coming in to learn with, that you're going to get to learn with. We're going to be doing things on the new moon and the full moon. We're going to have weekly, deep intensive coaching along with pieces on that. So this is an intensive program where we're going to be coming together. I'm going to be doing morning meditations and rituals with people. We're going to be doing that. There is no sign up for the sound healing. You'll get an email and it's just show the fuck up. It's just show up. There's no, it's going to be on Zoom. You actually, the email that got you here today, it's on there already. But it's not going to be, you don't have to register for it. Just, it will be sent out before and will show, up. Yeah, definitely. So, again, like perfect. Let me, I get all this information from everyone there. I love you all so very much. If you have any questions, yeah, I know. Yes, I know. I am, I believe you can be spiritual and cuss. So yes, you will have a lot of fun with me in my courses. As for those of you that have, are new to my world, you will find that, you will have a lot of fun too. And so some of the other things with the course that you might be interested in knowing, we are doing things like it has sacred geometry and yoga and movements that go with it, right? Like, so this is not just energy and in your head and anything, but we're going to be getting into the body. You're going to be learning yoga movements for today. You're going to be learning all sorts of stuff. So I really hope you enjoyed the initiation today. Come back for the sound healing on Thursday. Tuesday, I'm also having a class on quantum frequencies with one of my colleagues, and we're going to be talking about quantum frequency. See, I really was in it this week. I was like, let me just share a bunch of stuff with people on my 1 week home before I go to Bali. So I hope that I see you guys a couple more times this week, and we can play together. Oh, I love this. Thank you, Hillary, for sharing. The initiation was very powerful. I'm an initiate from 1994, but not with the Scepter. Very grateful. Thank you. I love it. Yeah, and I love to meet other initiates and other people that are stepping into their power. The difference with what I teach in this, because I'm from someone that studies quantum physics and I'm getting a PhD in the science of consciousness and human potential, and I'm working with DNA, literally, and stuff, is that I'm bringing in the very much around the quantum reality world of this with the divine light and the DNA and connecting it back through the lineage so that we understand how all of this is working together. So, yay, love you all so very much, and I'm so grateful for all of you and to have all of you here. And I will, if you're already in, if you're already in, yeah, no, Renee, you're already in. We don't need to touch base, but we can. Yeah, absolutely. Love you all so very much. And I will see you soon. Okay, bye, everybody. I just got to figure out how to save this chat before I get rid of it because I need everybody's emails. Pause.